warm ba mo.
Knock, 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 knock. Who's there? Chocolate.
Chocolate who?
Chocolate milk.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
आप पहुंचोगे लेकिन वो बाजू वाली सीढ़ी में पहुंच जाओगे।
Let's do it. Yeah. Freeze. Freeze. 1, 2, 3, freeze.
अरे भैया मेरी ले रहा है नहीं ले रहा है। हाँ बेटा
अच्छा लग रहा है कॉफी के साथ
यार
एक दूसरे भी खाना है
पॉपकॉर्न पॉपकॉर्न खाएंगे
कैसा था वो चॉकलेट ये नहीं इसको ना पॉपकॉर्न और दिन तो कौन
हाँ बेटा
हाँ ठीक है नो
हॉट चॉकलेट से पहले हॉट चॉकलेट से पहले आसान है थोड़ा ना नहीं
करना यार क्या करने का वो नैन्सी का निकाल रहा है अच्छा क्या चाहिए आपको सी मेरे को बोला बाजू पे हट के मैं नैन्सी का निकाल रहा हूँ क्या पाउडर से
ए
इसको दे रहे थे
बहुत खुश हो गए नैन्सी ज्यादा
कुछ वेस्ट हो रहा है
Oh. I'm like.
Robin, how was the trip? Beautiful. अच्छा तुम्हारा सुंदर मुखड़ा दिखाई दो भाई। अच्छा there you go. Oh, thank you.
ये मेरे हाथ में ज्यादा आ गया।
Hi कैलाश।
Oh, I'm good.
वो 3-4 आदमी था। अरे
ठंडा नहीं है
कैलाश
बोल बंदो
पेन है
पेन मैंने लिया नहीं है।
क्या बोल दो लिखने से
Yeah.
Stroller ले लिए I'm in the juice I don't know Raj back now
That was purple. Whoa, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Raj come back he will also come back
મારે એ થયું વિચાર આવ્યો કે એક ઓટો ફોકસ લેવા જેવો હતો.
yeah but
એનાથી આપણે
કલરને શું છે what is the કે
तो सर दगा दिया कुछ भी वर्जन
थोड़ा उसको कॉफी दे दो तो सुबह सुबह में
Pretend you're swimming. I'm falling. Where's your mom and dad? Where did it go? Look. Just triple cool. 1,000. A million. The beginner just looks like a shakalaka baby. Yeah. Shakalaka baby, shakalaka baby. Yeah.
Enough.
I think
In this Movavi tutorial for beginners, I will teach you everything you need to know to get good at video editing and start making amazing videos, all in as little as 20 minutes. I'm Eduard Stunga from Videoplasty, and let's get started. Alright, so when you open Movavi, you will see this intro screen asking you if you want to do a quick video or just start a new custom project. I'm not going to show you the montage wizard here for the quick video because it's incredibly easy, and if
Nikita.
Careful coming up these stairs. Olivia, can you help me with volume at all? I've got myself cranked up as much as I can, so I need a hair more volume. Up here. It's nice to have you on board. It's so comfortable. You run along your life. Just be careful as you do it. Especially going down these stairs from the top deck to the bottom deck. Those are very steep. Just be careful there. And then also remember that every doorway on the boat has a raised up threshold at the bottom to pick you up.
if you're watching this tutorial, it's because you want to learn how to edit, not how to use the montage wizard. So I highly recommend you learn how to edit videos yourself because it's going to be extremely helpful down the road. So let's start a new project. And if you look at this, it might feel a little overwhelming at first, and I understand that if it's the first time you see a video editing software. So let's see what each part does in particular. The top right corner here is called the video preview area, where we can see how our video looks like, basically how our edit looks like. On the bottom, we have the timeline where we are going to drag and drop our footage and arrange it in the right order, our videos, images, and music, and whatever else you have. And this is basically where you do the edit. And then we have the top left corner, which is a bit of a different area in itself because it has a lot of different tabs that we're going to go through. Let's just say that this is where you add some sort of transitions, title, you can import your footage and play around with some settings here. Alright, so first things first, we need to import our footage into the software. So if you go here on the first tab, it says import and add media files. So I have those videos already selected and a music track here. I'm going to select all of them and import them in the software. So as you can see, it already added them here on the timeline and they're so long they don't even fit the timeline. But no problem there because we have this thing here on the bottom that says scale. We can actually zoom in or zoom out on the timeline. If our video is long, let's say, I don't know, 12 minutes, you can zoom out. And then when you want to do some editing on a particular part, you zoom in. But for this tutorial, I will just make everything much shorter. And the way you do that is when you select clip or the music, you can see it has those yellow borders. And if you grab it at the end or in the beginning, you can drag it like this to make it much shorter. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do with all those assets, so we can actually watch all of them in this quick edit that we're gonna do together.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot on their.
Alright, so I had to fast forward there a little because it just it's too long to show on camera, but you get the point. I just adjusted them so we have the whole edit here, as you can see, in under 20 seconds. I don't know, let's add a crazy one at the end. And yeah, let's watch the preview and see how our transitions look like. Alright, I think that's pretty interesting. It definitely adds something to the video and makes it much more enjoyable to watch. But let's say, for example, you don't like this transition at the end, and the way to remove it is you right-click on it and click Remove Transition, or you right-click and remove all transitions if you want to get rid of all of them. So next, it's time to have a look at titles, and again, grouped in different categories. It's up to you to explore and see how each one of those looks like. So in our case, we're just going to use a few simple ones. Let's say this one here, ribbon. Kind of looks good for an intro. Drag and drop it here. Use this as a title screen. Make it a tiny bit shorter. So let's go here in the middle. And if you want to edit the text, you just double click on it. And as you can see, this is, if you double click, it's easy to edit. So let's say Greece 2020, journey never ends. I don't know, you can be a bit more creative and original with this, but yeah, that's about it. Also, maybe you want to select this and maybe, play with the font. You can do this here. I don't know, play with the font, make it smaller, larger, whatever. Or maybe you want to adjust the color. And to adjust the color, you select this tool right here. And let's say maybe make it blue like I don't like the flag. Let's see how that looks like. All right, pretty interesting. And let's say in the same manner, we want to add a title at the end. Let's say this one. Again, make it a tiny bit shorter. And for this one, let's double click on it and say the end. Say the end. And for the subtitles, see you soon. Now let's preview and see how this looks like.
And you can come down in here and take a tour, take a look. There's a blood product there, those trees. And the trail to get down
All right,
there.
pretty interesting. I think you noticed there was a bit of a slow lagging kind of thing. That's because there's a lot of things for this to preview in real time. But once you export the video, it's going to be all nice and smooth, so no worries there. Now let's see how it looks at the end with the title screen. All right, pretty interesting. It's a little bit fast, but it's gonna work for this quick tutorial. So we'll keep all of those and move to the next one with the stickers. You can just play around with those. Those are a few static images. If you want to add them, it's fine. If not, just move to the next part, which is the callouts, which could be pretty useful. For example, maybe this is you on the boat and you want to make sure people know that. So you can drag this here. So we can edit this. I don't know, just point to the boat here, and maybe you want to add some text here that says, hey, that is me. And of course, play around with the colors and all that good stuff and apply it. So the callouts can be different, a lot of different shapes and stuff. Just have a look, see if you like anything, see if it fits your video. And if it does, just add it and play around with it until you make it work as intended. Alright, now it's time to show you those icons here on the bottom of this window. And this one right here is undo and redo. Obviously, if you want to, undo the last action and make some changes, maybe you made a mistake, you can definitely use this. For example, if you want to delete a clip that you have selected, or maybe you can select multiple clips like this, you can use this icon right here to delete everything. Or maybe a very useful one that definitely comes in handy a lot of times is this one with a scissor, which is called a split. And as you can see here, now we have this this clip that is a bit long, let's say, and maybe we want to split it in half exactly where the playhead is. And as you can see, now we have two videos. And with two videos, maybe we can now move it to, I don't know, maybe move it a bit further down the road over there. You can use this one if you want to rotate your clip clockwise, but personally I would recommend you use the next tool for that because it gives you a lot more freedom. So the next tool is called crop, but let me see, let's add it to this one right here with the boat. So you can use the crop tool to zoom in a bit or crop some footage. Maybe there's something here that you don't want to have in the shot, and you can zoom in a little. And as I said, you can also play around with the rotation, have a lot more flexibility here, but of course you don't want this to be outside the frame, so make it a tiny bit smaller, put it here, and then when you're done we can just apply it, and there you go. As you can see, the quality is pretty bad now because zooming in definitely blurs the image quite a bit. Alright, so next thing I want to show you is this one right here, which is color adjustments. I'm just going to quickly go over this. You can try some auto adjustments if you're not happy with how your footage looks like. Personally, I like how this one looks, but I don't know, let's say you can add auto contrast. I don't really like it, so I'm just going to undo that. But there's also manual adjustments. This is pretty advanced stuff, but if you really feel like exploring, just go crazy and play around with those things and see if you find anything that you like, and then just apply it. So I'm just gonna go back because that looks pretty awful. All right, next thing is recording the audio. So let's say you want to narrate your travel footage, or maybe it's a documentary you make, or whatever video you make. You can just use this icon right here and start recording the voiceover. Of course, make sure to select the microphone that you're using, and then you just start recording. And as you can see, it's gonna add the recording right here on the bottom. Stop recording. As you can see, the waveform is there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this. So the last thing that I want to show you is this gear icon here, which is the properties. And this is pretty interesting to use because it gives you a lot of more advanced things that you can play around with. But we are just gonna look at a few of those. So let's just delete this arrow because I don't like it. All right, so let's select this clip and go to properties. And the first thing I want to show you is the speed. In this particular time lapse, maybe we want to see some action on screen, which is the clouds moving a bit faster. So I'm just gonna adjust this and make it at around, I don't know, 200% or whatever. And as you can see, it already makes this much shorter because at 200%, obviously, it's gonna take half the time to get there. But lucky for us, that's a pretty long clip, so we can readjust it as well to have more of that fast forward clip. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. You can definitely see the clouds moving faster. And of course, the same thing goes if you want to maybe add some slow motion, right? As you can see, it's going to be much longer, right? Because it takes double the time to show it at 50% the speed. Now, of course, to have amazing slow motion, you need to have a good camera that records some good footage for slow motion. But just so you know, it's here and it's possible. So I'm just going to leave this at 200. Another interesting one that I use all the time and I recommend you do as well is let's go here to the first clip and add something called a fade in for around 1.5 seconds. It's just going to make it much smoother. And as you see, you know, it starts here with a fade from black. It's just much nicer to look at. And of course we can do this. And of course there are a lot of other more advanced options here, but I don't want to make this tutorial too long or too overwhelming because I want you to be able to grasp the basics. Because if you have those basics mastered, you are going to be able to make pretty much any sort of video you can think of, whether it's a travel holiday video, a vlog, or any sort of YouTube editing. You are going to be able to do with the skills that I've shown you in this video. All right, let's have a quick look at this edit that we did real quick and see how it feels. As I said, the preview is a bit slow there because it does it in real time and it's hard for my computer to record this tutorial and play that back in real time. But once you export the video, it's going to work well. Alright, I'm very happy with this quick edit that we did. When you're happy as well with what you have, it's time to export the video by clicking this big green button here on the bottom. I would personally not touch any of those other settings. Just give your video a title, Greece 2020. For quality, I always like to go with highest because, you know, we have enough storage and very fast internet nowadays, so it's definitely good to select that. Just go with MP4. It's gonna work well for any sort of device and website, so that's fine. And there are some other options as well, but I just personally don't like to use that. You can upload directly to YouTube or Vimeo as well. Personally, I don't. So yeah, just simple export MP4, browse where you want to export it or save it to on your computer, highest quality, and then just start exporting. And this is going to take a while because, you know, processing video is not something very easy to do. And once it's done, you have your final edit exported in one amazing video file. All right, congrats for getting so far. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. My name is Edward Stinga from Videoplasty. Make sure to smash the like button because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to this channel for more video marketing and tutorials like this, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below this video.
Let me take a picture of the. आप तेरी भाई. That side, guys. Stay there. तो बताओ भाई, go. Good. Everybody is doing
I'm
good.
trying to get trained.
My model.
Okay, good. Raj, okay, good.
Oh, I'm moving it.
Go home and take a nap, eat lunch.
Can I take a picture? Sure. How about with your family? Oh. 1 second. Bye.
ये तू भी जाना है? नहीं, सब है। नहीं, सब लोग जाते हैं। नहीं, तुम लोग दो ना।
यहाँ में फ्री में होता है, यहाँ पर $2
क्या?
गाड़ी में बैठ
Everybody got their ticket? Yeah. I have mine. I have a ticket. I got a ticket. Hey, my mom has a ticket. I got and
There's a ticket. I don't have ticket.
where's mine? Mine? Oh, I just got it. I don't read.
Hey, just stand.
Hey, turn around. That's it.
Hello, you people. Take it over there. Not here.
Yeah, I know that.
Tommy. Robin, पीछे देख.
Hi, best friends. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
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 Hello.
और चाहिए? क्या और पानी चाहिए?
This is what David did. He turned the camcorder around to see himself.
That is my little brother. Who's right now getting his sweater on. This is my friend, Raj and Lucky. This is my dad and mom. And this is
Recording चालू करो.
LakeTahoe would have been good.
பண்ண ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
Nose slide இப்போ வராதுடா. I don't think that's tattoo. Give me those. No, just for a while. No. Oh, catching fish.
पानी के लिए भी दुदू बोलते हैं उधर उधर था ना बोटिंग
Give me that. I got to check something. Dad, I need binoculars. Dad.
क्या रे उसका गया है काम करूं मेरा रूम आके देख ना प्यारा लग रहा है
And you can't get it. Go away.
प्यारा है ना नजर के लिए दोस्त है पता नहीं अभी ऐसे भी रख सकते हैं रवि ना देना नॉर्मल फेंसिंग ये है रे फेंसिंग नहीं भाई हमने रूम में रहा राविन देखो वो भी फोकस कर रहा है भाई तू देखेंगी ना कैंपर नॉर्मल है नहीं क्या देख तो हमारा घर कैसा है ये अंदर से गोली ना है वहाँ पे सब सामान नीचे रखेंगे चलो कभी कभी आया करो घर में आप भी हमारे घर आया करो
Neighbor. Come on. It's still over there, but we need one more chair. Oh, let's take that chair and put it here, and when we're finished, we'll put it back. Want to? Oh, want green or yellow? Let's go with that one. Let's take one chair. Actually, I want yellow. Take what chair? That's, we can't. We'll put it back. Why do we need 3 chairs?
लेविना और राज के रूम में ऐसे रख सकते हैं आप ऐसा उठता पंछी
Dad. Where? I hate fingers. No, I
While going, I think
Rahul,
breakfast over here, right?
Rahul's there. How about Rahul's there? Because he always follows us. Rahul, bye bye. You're in. No, we will come. We need to go too. Daddy will come. Come on. Let's all go. Let's play. Bye.
Play. Video.
We're going to go
நான் டிரைவ் பண்ணட்டா
ம்
நீங்க எடுங்க
வயசானதும் கொடுக்கணுமா?
அப்படியே ரொம்ப ரெஸ்டியா and you.
They wanted to go to the church.
Oh, I can watch it.
அவங்களுக்கு நிறைய ஹார்ட் இருந்து அது வைக்க மாட்டீங்க இல்ல ராஜ் ஹார்ட் இருக்குச்சு வைக்க மாட்டீங்க ராஜ் டோன்ட் டு बाद में चिल्लाने का नहीं
Let's kick one.
hey Levi let's go
Hey Raj, go. Oh sure.
Hi Robin uncle.
hey Raj be careful
What's in the church? Yeah.
Les enfants, mettez-vous tous devant là, je vais vous filmer.
Nancy.
Hey, that's a bell. Look at the bell.
Maybe it's like a fire alarm or something like for the whole area. Big gong and all.
hey see that light it's different
Yeah. Lele. Yeah, nice guy.
ये सब हम लोग उधर ही देखा था 1874 से है ये टाउन
Wish you were riding screens that you
बैंड की ये हो जाएगा ना.
All the kids get a photo together.
Look how short they are.
One from the back.
Oh my god!
चलो राहुल
This
go to that place. समझ जाओ. I have a camera. I can take picture.
Hey Raj, on one minute of the garden, I depend
कैसा रहा?
I don't want to
good. बोला ना, with this and this, you won't get flat. See from this?
क्लियर नहीं है
दिखा एक मिनट में क्लियर करती हूँ.
दिखाई दे रहा है
1 second.
क्लियरली
Oh, the cut. I've never branch cut when I checked it.
ಇಲ್ಲ
They're not supposed to be doing this.